We are back once again, dudes. Can you believe it's the final 3 weeks, 10 through 12, and we are in the land of the supersets. This is like World 8 in Super Mario Brothers, baby. This is where it gets intense. You better have those lives saved up because you're probably going to need them.
Intensity is going up, supersets. This is going to be incorporating, this is more advanced. You know, the heart rate is going to be keeping pretty high throughout the whole workout. So what you want to do is keep your rest times pretty quick. So you're just going to be hitting it real quick. The actual workout time itself might even decrease. So instead of maybe an hour and a half, now it's maybe even be 45 minutes because you really just want to bust through the weights as fast as you can and get out of the gym, depending on if you're doing cardio or not. But yeah, so the intensity is going to be high, and hopefully throughout the whole, all 3 phases leading up to this one, you've been really working on, you know, your cardiovascular strength, but also your muscular strength too. So you're going to be bumping the weights up, you're going to be hitting it hard, and you're going to be sweating.
It's all been leading up to this. This is the Rocky 4 montage. So get ready, dudes, because here we go.
Single leg hip extensions. These are somewhat similar to glute bridges. Differences, obviously, this being a unilateral exercise where glute bridges are a bilateral. Also, the difference is you're actually above the floor with your upper back supported on a bench or anything else you can find in the gym that's going to help you support your upper back. And you're going below, parallel to the floor with your hips and pushing through the heels, extending, nice squeeze in the glutes. You can feel a little bit in the hamstrings as well. This is good for glute power and hip power, a little help in the hamstrings. What you want to do is have about a 90-degree angle from your upper to lower leg. And then again, push that heel, get a nice squeeze in the glute, the very top position, and then slowly let it down to the bottom position.
Walking lunges beats us because it loves us. That's what it feels like. These things are brutal and they never get easier. Why do we do them? That's right, so we can be buff dudes.
Now, this is the scene which could get really awkward if you're watching it right now and someone walks into the room as you're watching it, but just explain to them you're simply working front delts. If you're a guy and you have bad form on this one, you do not have my sympathy. You have no reason to not know how to do this move, right? Reverse upright rows. What you want to do with this one is, in order not to hit your glutes as you bring the bar up, you want to actually push your hips forward so there's a slight bow in your body, and what you're doing is raising with the elbows first, really pulling them back, and then you're also going to squeeze the traps to the top position. So it's a smaller range of motion because obviously your elbows are only going to go up so far because your shoulder joint actually can't, you know, bend in that certain position. So it might take a little while to get and to feel comfortable with. That's why I start a little lighter, work your way up. But once you get it down, you're gonna feel a nice pump in the upper back, posterior delt, and trap area. Behind the back barbell shrugs. As you can see, it's somewhat similar to behind the back upright rows, reverse upright rows. Same position, the body is slightly thrusted forward, or the hips are slightly thrusted forward, and it's gonna just be the shrug motion, so you're actually not lifting the elbows, but it's almost like the start of a reverse row. So you should start to be used to this one. You get a nice squeeze in the top position, really pulling those shoulders up to the ears as far as you can, slight hold, and then slowly lower down to the bottom position. Alright, so we hit some barbell curls. In my personal opinion, one of the best bicep builders you can do. And what we did is we actually hit wide grip for 5 reps. You take it into middle grip or mid grip, which is about shoulder width, hit another 5 reps, and then take it inside shoulder width for another 5 reps. So you're doing a total of 15 reps. Get a nice burn in those biceps and get a nice pump too. Now we're on to a tricep of triceps, which is going to be a pronated grip, a regular tricep extension, and then you're going to supinate your grip for a reverse extension. Get a nice squeeze in those triceps. You're going to switch out the grip and hit with a rope. You're going to get a nice squeeze, pulling it outward, working on that horseshoe, and you're going to go 10 reps, 10 reps, and 10 reps. So you're really going to destroy those triceps. And again, pulling as much blood in there as possible, using a little bit of a flushing method, hitting as high volume as we can. Get a lot of nutrients and oxygen in there, and again, getting that nice big arm pump. Five sets of leg press, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6. On the last set, you want to complete the 6 repetitions and then immediately start dropping weight into the drop set, which is going to be another 5 sets. So you drop, rep out 6 reps, drop, rep out 6 reps, drop, so on and so forth until you get to the bottom weight, and then you're going to complete 10 repetitions or more. Nice, slow, controlled, contracting the muscle on the way down and on the way up. And this is really going to push a lot of blood in that muscle and fatigue that muscle group, specifically obviously the legs in this case with the leg press, and you're really going to feel that massive pump in the legs, and it's going to wind you like crazy. So now we're on to the hack squats. We're going to do 5 sets, 12, 10, 8, 8, 6, slowly pyramiding up in weight and down in repetitions, working really on those quads, glutes, hamstrings, pretty much the entire leg as well. And then we're gonna move on. Standing leg curls, 3 sets of 20 reps. As you can see, unfortunately, there's no standing leg curl machine here at the gym. We're not at the normal gym we're at, so we had to substitute it with seated. And what we're doing is we're making it a unilateral exercise. So we're doing 20 reps on one leg and then 20 reps on the next leg, one at a time. So really trying to hit those hamstrings, get that endurance up by doing 3 sets of 20 repetitions each leg. So it's very high volume in those hamstrings, because earlier on in the week, we really do a lot of concentration on the quads. So here, we're just gonna hit those hamstrings on the isolation to the end, really concentrate on hitting those hard, and then we're gonna move on to calves, to exercise the calves after that, to make sure you get that complete upper leg and lower.
There we go. Can you believe it? We already are almost finished with the 12-week plan. We have 2 more weeks, but then we're going to wrap it up. Yeah, and what you want to do at the end of this program, if you're wondering, well, what do I do next? I've completed the program. I'm kind of lost because I want to obviously continue working out. What you can do is start the program over again and see how the base weights, obviously in the beginning of the program, it's more foundational exercises. It's pretty simple. It's only 4 days a week. So you can kind of have a restart system where you take it easy on the intensity as far as how many days a week, and then try to just bump up in weight and try to build more strength up, and then just continue that process through the program. Or if you feel like staying on a high intensity and high volume, you can just repeat the last 2 phases, 7 all the way through 12 again, just so that way to keep the body fat down and keep lifting heavy weights, and again, keep your intensity high and the calories burning. And what we wanted to do, as we discussed in the beginning, we wanted to show those progress pictures, the before and after. We want to make a great, collage showing everyone's progress. For those of you, I know there's a lot of you still just beginning the program. Don't feel stressed. Don't feel like you have to rush through it or skip some weeks. We're not going to do that video probably for another 6 to 8 weeks, because we know a lot of people just are beginning. So just keep going at the pace you are. We'll keep you updated with that video. You still got plenty of time. So like I said, no need to kind of stress out or rush. We still have some big things to do as far as the 12-week program. We're going to really start to focus on the food portion now. This went so fast we didn't have a lot of time to do everything we wanted to, but we're going to do that now. We're going to show like a daily eating routine, a weekly eating routine, just to give you guys some good ideas, maybe as far as like healthy eating and maybe the right path to go on. And then also, of course, we're going to do that progress video and a frequently asked questions video. So keep it up, dudes. I hope you, for the ones that have finished the program, have enjoyed it. Like Brandon said, keep it up. Don't stop. Either restart the program or start back from week 7 and go on. And we will see you soon, dudes. Hope you enjoyed the program. Take it easy.